purpose of life? Why have we been given life?
I think we're here to struggle and to learn. I don't think we're here to be happy. That's why when we keep going back to the happy argument, I've always found that kind of frustrating and annoying. When someone goes, oh, but I want to be happy. Why? Why do you want to sit there and laugh? Like you were happy your entire childhood. That's your happy days. You're allowed to be happy as a kid. It's all over now, right? You're a man. You have responsibilities. I think we're here to do important. Provide, protect, and we're also here to do important things. And important things are going to be difficult, and they're going to be hard, and you're going to get frustrated. But that's what gives you purpose. I don't see anyone who's chasing happiness. I think that's a very feminine frame. I understand why some women just want to be happy. I don't know how it feels to be a girl because I'm not one. But in my experience, I know women who just want to be happy. Girls just want to have fun. Fine. But you're a man, right? And if you're a man, then it's absolutely an utterly different experience of life. I think we're here to struggle. I think we're here to endure pain. I think we're here to just see how hard we are to kill. I think that going through terrible things and living through them and coming out the other side is one of the most fantastic things about being human. I think that it's almost like once you understand what life is really about, there's no emotion which isn't enjoyable. The only emotional state which can be seen as detrimental is feeling nothing at all. But if you're sitting at home and you're feeling truly heartbroken, at least you're feeling something, right? And I think that's the whole part of being human. I think we're here to struggle. I think we're here to go through pain. I wake up each day and go, what can I attack? What problem can I solve? And look at history. Why did Genghis Khan wake up and want to conquer the whole world? Why did Napoleon conquer the world? Why did Alexander the Great conquer the world? You just wake up and just say, give me this, I want all of it. I need to, there's an army there, they're really big. We're better. It's intrinsic. You need to go and conquer. That's the purpose of life.
Do you believe that God created us? So why did God create us to struggle? Like what is it?
Because if you don't struggle, you don't learn. God created us to learn and understand ourselves and understand other people and understand the world. And what did I say earlier? I said that you don't learn a lesson or you don't appreciate something without pain. So you have to struggle to learn anything. There's only two ways to learn things, the hard way or the harder way. If you're smart, you can learn the hard way. But in my experience, 99% of the planet only learn the hardest possible way. If the lesson's even 85% effective, they'll make the same mistake. It's only when they completely decimate and destroy an element of their life do they sit there and go, oh, oops, now I get it.
But you're not stupid. You know what's going to positively impact your life, what's going to negatively impact your life. My life was built off the back of anger. I was too angry to sleep that I was broke. That's how I got rich. I was too angry to sleep at the thought of losing. That's why I trained. I was completely built on anger. And I channeled it all in the right direction. I have no criminal record. So I'm never going to tell anyone not to be angry. I'm going to say make sure you put it into something worthwhile. If you're genuinely pissed off, and I mean genuinely, think how much energy that is. That's a little ball of force. I'm pissed off. That's it. Fuck it. That's it. I'm doing this today. I'm finding a way to get this done today. That's good. What a lot of people do is they pretend they're angry, but they're not. Oh, I'm angry, but really I'm just miserable. I feel sorry for myself. Now that is negative. That's never going to help. But if you're genuinely angry, then you have unlimited motivation. The very baseline of masculinity, if you were to say to me, what is a man? My answer would be emotional control. That is the very bottom baseline important thing to be a man. But as a man, it's emotional control. If you cannot control your emotions, you will never ever be shit as a man. Do you think the men on the Titanic weren't controlling their emotions when they waved goodbye to their children and their wife? They were scared. But did they cry like babies? No, they froze to death like men. Emotional control was the bottom line of masculinity for the entirety of human history. Until the last 30 years where we said to men, if you feel a certain way, you can be that way. Oh, look, incels are stabbing people because girls don't want to talk to them. Oh, look, crime's going through the roof because people can't handle being disrespected. I wonder where this comes from. It comes from telling men to not just fucking have enough mental control to go, you know what, I'm going to get the fuck up. Or I don't feel like doing X, but I'm going to do X because it's my duty to do X. As a man, you're supposed to be scared and not show you're scared. This is the bottom line of a man. If you don't have emotional control, you're not a man anymore. So this whole promotion of mental fragility is also just completely destruction of manhood. You're not a man if you give in to your emotions. You're a man. It's your job as a man is to be a man. So it's more about duty and honor than how you feel. When you live life as a man, it has very little to do with how you feel. You can live life as a woman and do what you feel. As a man, you don't do as you feel. If I feel happy or I feel sad, I have the exact same productive ass day. That's how I live. No matter how I feel, I get my shit done. Because that's what you're supposed to do as a man.
If you want to stand out, if you want to be different, if you want to be the kind of man who can talk about himself in a way and be discussed by females in a way that other men can't be discussed, you need to go through some bullshit. You're never going to become interesting and unique and the kind of man that can't be replicated through all the happy things in your life. You can't just go to the fucking circus and eat popcorn and come out and be a G. You're a G when you've suffered. That's the reality of it. Every single man you meet who people respect, both men and women, usually has a story that makes you think, ooh, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Ouch, that would have hurt. That was difficult. That's the reality of it. So God gives you these chances to suffer so you can level up your character. But I'll often tell you, most of you people at home which are complaining that your life is difficult, I'll actually argue that most of your lives are too easy. Even though that God gives you these chances to level up and God gives you these difficulties, most of you, 99% of you, need to adopt more difficulty yourselves. I mean, you need to wake up and find more struggle yourself if you truly want to be a fierce competitor. And this is where, again, it goes back to leveling up your character and your network and who you are as a man.
And I would argue you have an opportunity to be very, very, very happy. I was just as happy when I was broke because I felt happy climbing and trying to get somewhere. I had this vision of where I wanted to go. That shit should be fun to you. If you can't get excited about the man you're gonna become, you're in deep, deep shit.
That's the best motivation in the world.
Yeah.
And there's a sense of contentment that comes from doing the things you're supposed to do. It doesn't even, people say it's the journey, not the destination. That's true. But I wake up and if I have a day where I've worked as hard as I can, I've trained and done all the training I'm supposed to do, I've spoken to all the people I'm supposed to speak to, I've eaten right, I've done everything right, I feel happy just from doing the right things. You do the right things over and over again, you're gonna end up in the right place. It's all building blocks. You should feel good from just doing the right things regardless, and you'll end up there on accident. Life is actually very easy to succeed in, and I get all the questions we've been asked so far today and all the questions we get asked in general are basically different versions of the same question. How do I achieve X? And the answer is always going to be hard work. It's always going to be the sentence and the saying I use over and over again that people think is a joke. Unmatched perspicacity and sheer indefatigability. The ability to pay attention, notice things, and never quit. That's all it is. Pay attention, notice things, and never give up. And if you do that, you're going to succeed. It is so easy to be successful in life. When I meet a person who's not successful, I have to analyze, why did this guy decide to quit? What was more interesting to him than being the man he could have been? Was it food? Was it that one chick who broke his heart and just ran him around for years? What was it that distracted him from his life purpose of being something that mattered?
Weed, porn,
garbage. And then in the end, you only end up sad. All these temporary happinesses, they don't last long. You can have temporary happiness for what? A day? A week? You can eat cake, it'll make you happy for 5 minutes. If that. You can't delay gratification to have genuine happiness. All genuine happiness has to be delayed. You have to go through the pain first. I am so addicted and so accustomed to constant struggle and war that the idea of living without it is almost daunting to me because I don't see the point of being alive. What are you doing then? Waking up, are you just smiling all day? Eating happy meals? Where's the struggle? And this is from a man who's literally just got out of jail and is looking at a bunch more jail he doesn't deserve, which is a struggle, both physical and mental.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here going, yeah, my life has always been a struggle. It's all I've ever known. I can't imagine it being any other way. And I'm still not trying to change it. I'm not trying to retire and vanish and disappear and just live easy. It's not something I'm even interested in. It doesn't even cross my mind. Once you adopt that mindset, how can you not be successful? I have to train because if I don't, I feel too guilty to sleep. Once you get that mindset, how can you lack motivation? Motivation's free and unlimited. It's discipline.